everyone, and welcome to Autzen Stadium, home of the Oregon Ducks and the House of Loud, a place where great teams go to die. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Arizona will boot it away to start this one. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First down for this offense. Hand off from the shotgun. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The play action fake. Looking left. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Defense will always trying to get some tips. You know, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
And it's incomplete on third down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, fourth down in their own end, and they're going for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Makes the grab. It's Conley. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Trying to find his man on first down. With the catch, it's Burnett. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. It's complete. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play. And that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on third down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defense.
Looking downfield, it's Gabriel. Got his man quickly. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives them a chance. He makes this offense go.
This offense has a second down play. Now the play fake. Unloads it left. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Throwing right. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
He'll take another shot here. Makes the catch down the right side. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Caught over the middle. It's Ferguson. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of a first down.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Caught near the sticks. It's Ferguson. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and goal. They keep attacking through the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
It's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions, and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football game.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They've just got to do a better job finishing.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Conley. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Got it in the middle. It's Patterson. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. The give to the back. The Wildcats have a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Fafita. Complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Guys on the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Headed to the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wildcats!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to...
Going over the top. Intercepted. Ball's out. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Out of all the ways to get a first down, that's how the offense chose to do it. I mean, make the mistake, throw the interception, Palmer, but heads-up play, force the fumble, and recover it. First down.
And, David, you know the quarterback's counting his lucky stars. That was a bad decision. That should be the defense's ball. Luckily, they fumble it. His teammates get it back to give him another chance.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He unleashes a long one. And he makes the catch inside the 10. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Fafita. Going for the big play. Able to make the catch, but not in the field of play. It's an incomplete pass.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Oh, picked off. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Oregon! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Unloads to the right. Fires and picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Makes the grab. It's James. Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he tacks on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true.
He's off to the races. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
It's now 2nd down.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. Off the play fake. Getting some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Fafita. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up fourth down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
Well, you'd think this would be a very makeable field goal attempt, but they're going to go for it on fourth down. From the gun. Looking for the end zone. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down.
That just could not have gone any worse for the offense, guys. Not only are you dropping the ball on fourth down, you dropped a touchdown. That should be 6 on the board. You need players to step up and make plays in those types of situations. That's the kind of play that could lose you this game.
The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
So many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great defenses.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. To the air, it's Gabriel. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And the Ducks will snap it on first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Snags it. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for space, it's James. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Timeout, Arizona.
They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. They'll try it on the ground. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
And how about this offense? A big situation on fourth and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Grab near the marker. It's Burnett. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Comes out throwing on first down. He's going for it all. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that pass is caught at the 25. Touchdown Ducks! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And the extra point splits the upright. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. On the ground, it's Conley. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. And the Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Wants to throw. It's Fafita. Fires to the wideout. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Welcome to the biggest little city in the world, Reno, Nevada. Mackey Stadium, home to the Nevada Wolfpack, where we have hit the jackpot responsibly with this matchup. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Nevada Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Nevada about to kick it off to get this game started. He'll bring it out. It's Perry. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Davis. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catches, plenty to give them a first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires into traffic, picked off. Trying to take it back. The 40, inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Nevada! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
And finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating a turnover and getting points off of it.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. Quick pass on the jet motion. The expressway is wide open. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get him to the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
Got it in the middle. It's Carter. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
The aerial assault continues. Just a short pass to the tight end. Stopped after making the catch.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on down.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. A first down for the offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Lewis to throw. Trying to get to him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Line getting set on second down. From the gun. Give on the inside. At the 45 on his way. Oh, the sweet feet. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin side. My goodness. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught close to the marker. It's Smith. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Bringing it back. Inside the 50. The 30. The 20. He's at the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Louisiana. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And he puts through the extra point. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back.
And he's running in the open. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Pass to 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Nevada.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
And they did tack on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drop.
And that ball is picked off. Couldn't find much room on the return, but what a costly miscue, and they've got it at the 26-yard line.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
They'll run the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. He's going to pass. Flips it out in the flat. Just destroying his way through the field. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go to the ground. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big.
Oh, look out! A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Got his man. Still on his feet. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Good, solid tackle.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the edge. It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Nevada 21, Louisiana 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Fires to the middle. And it's picked off. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
They're working that left side. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Raging Cajuns moving quickly to the line. Slams it ahead. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Trying to surge it in. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
I know it's early, but you're down by a lot of points. You've got to go for it here on 4th down, David. I'm finding my best player offensively and giving him a shot.
And what you said is all the difference in the world. I'm already down a lot early. I got to make some things happen. This is a situation to get a touchdown. I'm going for it.
Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Lewis wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. Turns it on in midfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy.
And he's got it at the 20. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
The snap sets up the throw. A little screen to the running back. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off, needing just a few inches and going up top to get it. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Got it past the marker. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a 1st down.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the 1st down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
Looking to move it through the air. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. Some really tough running there. Gets him to the 45-yard line.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Davis. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's going to run it. Got room at the 35. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 30. He's at the 20. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
That's a really good job by the defense reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. And now you have to make him earn it now on the next down. And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Touchdown, Nevada! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he tacks on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progression.
He's got it down the right side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. He's looking to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Carter. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions?
Trying to beat the D deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive player right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Throws for the tight end. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from.
He's just Johnny on the spot. That's now his 2nd interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of...
And he's thrown another interception.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because he cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Coming after him. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. 2nd half not too far away. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this 2nd half, lined up for an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the 2nd half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Still looking on the move. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. After the big 1st down sack, it's 2nd down. Lewis to throw. Lofts one high and deep. He's got it. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the 1st half, and you see it here again early in the 3rd quarter.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Touchdown, Nevada! And the punishment has been extended. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.